On today's episode, we're going to use this cheap cutting board to try to make a holster for the chainsaw. That way we can take it around with us on the tractor, not have to worry about it falling out of the bucket or something like that. So this is a mainstays cutting board that I got from Walmart, but I will try to find one that's the same size and dimensions from Amazon. If you guys want to use that, as usual, it's an Amazon affiliate link. I do appreciate it when you get stuff from that because it does help the channel out a little bit. But the first step here is to decide the size. And so I think I went with 6.5 inches. That way I'd have 1 inch left over times 2 in order to try to make this rectangular structure. Because essentially you're using the two bigger pieces for the front and back, and you're using two smaller pieces that you can get out of it for a spacer on the sides. That way there's enough room to get your saw down in there. I was actually worried, because my saw's not a small saw, that it was going to be too wide to fit down in there, and that I was going to need to have two spacers in order to double the thickness to have enough room. But after I mocked it together, it was thick enough with just one single spacer in between, which made the whole thing 1 inch total thickness. Essentially all I did was mark off the two larger pieces, and then I went through and used a battery powered skill saw just to cut it. I was going to get my table saw out, but I didn't really want to, and truthfully I was like, it's a tractor, it's a chainsaw holder, it'll be fine. So I used this, actually a Bauer battery powered skill saw, and just cut both sides of this off. But in between cutting the second side off, I did go ahead and mark down the middle of the thin strip. That way I could use those two smaller strips and it wouldn't be that hard to cut out. I was going to actually cut the two bigger pieces out first, and then I was like, if I wait until the end, just because you could get it more exact of where the middle was, but if I wait till after I cut both of those bigger pieces off, then you're going to have an issue being able to hold it while you cut it. It's not going to be safe. So I did go ahead and cut the middle sections off, which actually ended up cutting off the larger section, because the same cut got the second small strip as well as the large strip. Then after we get that all cut out, I decided to go ahead and lay out everything just to see if it was going to work. Because again, I was just kind of guessing on the dimensions and stuff here, and I was hoping that these were going to be thick enough for spacers to only have it one spacer thick. So this is really the whole goal of this whole step, was just to kind of hold it together and then slide it over the bar of the chainsaw and see if it had enough room, and it did. So I was pretty happy with that. So then I measured it, and it's exactly 1 inch thick. Don't do what I did and go buy some 1/4 inch, 1 inch bolts with two washers and a nylock nut and think it's going to fit, because 1/4 inch wasn't enough. So then I went back, and 1.5 probably would have been fine, but I actually got 1 3/4 inch because I didn't want to go through this again, because I had to go to the store twice, and I just cut the bolts off at the end whenever I got done. Now I watched a few different people make these, and they made them a few different ways. My initial plan was to use some square U-bolts, and I was going to use a piece of metal in order to go between the two bolts in two different areas that hold that together. Now I was also going to have two more pairs of bolts, so 8 1/4 inch bolts in total that hold this sheath all together. But during two sets of those that are horizontal from each other, I'm going to run an 1/8 inch plate that I had left over. And my initial plan was to weld the square U-bolt on that, because my roll bar is actually 2-inch square. So the 2-inch U-bolts that are square work really well on it. But I actually found out a better way, so we'll talk about that here in just a minute. But I really didn't have a plan on where these bolts should be. Where I made the lines on this is actually where the U-bolts seem to line up the best with the roll bar. I also had a hard time, I wanted to mount it horizontal, but there's an extra piece of flat bar that also goes across where the horizontal member of the roll bar is, so that wouldn't work unless I drilled into it, and I was trying to not drill into it because you're not supposed to. I was trying to do everything the correct way. And so I actually ended up using the vertical point. So when I held it up to there, I used the two areas that seemed to make the most sense for the U-bolts to go, and that's where I actually made these black lines on there. And then I just kind of split the difference with the other two sets of bolts that I wanted to use. So then I just used some clamps to clamp down all these pieces together, and then I drilled some holes for the bolts and put the bolts through. I didn't do the ones where I'm mounting the metal, but I did the 4 other bolts just to hold it together. So I got those 4 bolts on with the washer on each side and a nylock nut so that it doesn't come apart. So then I just cut down my flat bar to length. In order to do this, I just marked it the same length as the width of the holster there. And then I used my Bauer bandsaw with this Hercules stand just to cut these 2 pieces off. It was pretty easy. Then I just threw a clamp on that flat bar to clamp it to the holster, and then I just used a drill bit from the inside where I'd already made a hole just to drill in and mark the section on that flat bar that needs the hole in it. Then I unattached it, and then I drilled it the rest of the way through on both sides. I lost some footage here, but the way that I ended up mounting this is I drilled a hole in the middle for those U-bolts. That way I could basically recess the U-bolt inside the cutting board because it was thicker than the U-bolt and not have to do any welding, and I felt like it would be a stronger connection for the long run anyway. But the U-bolts weren't straight whenever I marked them, and so I tried to slot out these holes a little bit, which did end up working, but it was a big pain in the butt. I actually also used an oscillating saw just to cut out like a rectangular area where the back of that U-bolt's going to be, because the cutting board itself is not supporting this. The cutting board is bolted to those pieces of metal, and then that piece of metal is sandwiched in between the U-bolt and the roll bar. But because everything wasn't real particular in the way I measured it out, I did end up having to use a drill to try to drill out the corners of where the U-bolt goes in a little bit better. And then I actually ended up using the oscillating saw to make that whole rectangular area larger so that it would fit in there without an issue. Now this is where I started just mocking it up again to see how it was going to fit, and it was pretty evident that I was going to need to get longer U-bolts. So I had to go down to Lowe's. They have the 5-inch, 2-inch square U-bolts rather than the 3-inch, because the 3-inch was about a 1/4 inch too short, which is my common theme throughout this whole project. And since I got tired of that theme, I used my Dremel just to go ahead and cut these bolts off that I bought way too long so that I wouldn't have an issue again, and I knew that they were going to be long enough. So I cut them off, and then I used a hand grinder, 4.5-inch grinder, just to grind the edges so that way the end of the bolts wouldn't be sharp. But before I went back to the store, I wanted to make sure that all this was going to fit. So I was mocking everything up together with the shorter U-bolts that I had, just to make sure that it was going to work if I got the longer ones. So this shows the difference in the size U-bolts that I ended up needing, which they were way too long and I had to cut them off too, but they just weren't quite long enough in the other orientation. And apparently I could have did a better job at drilling these holes, because even though I slotted them out, when I changed the length of the U-bolts, it actually made them a lot harder to fit on that flat bar. So I got everything tightened back up so I could get it over to the tractor to install it. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. I was really, was kind of irritated that those bolts were so long, because I did have to try to get in there in some tight space in order to cut those off at the end. But I got them tightened down. I think that this is a secure connection. Somebody asked me, because of the little bit of lean that has, if I felt like that would be hard on the chainsaw bar. And that's a possibility, but I don't really think that it will be. Those chainsaw bars are pretty hard, and I don't really plan on keeping it on there all the time. And, but I'd say if you had it on there all the time and it was bouncing around like potholes all the time, that could be an issue. It would be better if you could mount it in a vertical fashion. And so, like, either straight down the side of the loader arm, or some people go like a 45-degree across the bottom, the side of the roll bar and the bottom of the roll bar, and just kind of tilt it that way. That way all that downward force is on the bar in a vertical fashion. But all in all, I'm really happy with it. But thanks guys for watching. I hope this helps. There are several ways to do this, but this is just the way that I picked.